live from the Gallardi Rink at the Star Center in Farmers Branch, Texas. It's the 2024 USA Hockey National Championships. This is the Youth Tier 2 16U 2A semifinal matchup as we have the Wisconsin Elite Hockey League WHL Southwest. They take on the Montgomery Ice Devils out of Maryland in this semifinal matchup. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday night on USA Hockey TV. Nick Lopius with you here from the Star Center in Farmers Branch, Texas, as we get ready for this semifinal showdown between the WEHL Southwest and the Montgomery Ice Devils. For this semifinal game, we take a look at how these two teams got to this point for the Montgomery Ice Devils, starting out with a pretty impressive record in the Olympic Division, 4-0, as they get a 3-2 win over the Seacoast Spartans in game number 1, 4-1 win over the Junior Mustangs out of Utah, 6-3 win over the Midwest Blackbirds, and a 4-2 win over the Nashville Junior Predators to set up this showdown. Was WEHL Southwest, who also had a 4-0 record in their division in the NHL division. A 4-1 win over the Maine Gladiators, 6-3 win over the Montana Wolves, 6-5 win over the Atlanta Fire, and a 5-4 win over the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Taking a look at some of the top performers through this tournament, Owen Hohen for WEHL Southwest leading the way with 8 points, 3 goals, and 5 assists. Jackson Egan was 7 points, 5 goals, and 2 helpers. On the other side for the Montgomery Ice Devils, their leading point getters both tied with 8 points. Nicholas Cangemi and Kyle Metzler with 8, identical with 5 goals and 3 assists. Taking a look at the goaltenders, Charles Farino is made 2 of those starts, a 1.50 goals against average, 923 save percentage. Daniel Rosenstock, the other goaltender. And it looks like it is Daniel Rosenstock between the pipes for Montgomery. Dane Adams, Mason Kelm, the goalies on the WEHL Southwest squad. And it will be Mason Kelm getting the start, as he has a 3.09 goals against average and a 917 save percentage. So we're ready to go. It's the last of a triple header here on USA Hockey TV semifinal matchup. Nick Lopius with you here as we are underway from the Gallardi Center, or Gallardi Rink at the Star Center in Farmers Branch. The WEHL out of Wisconsin Southwest and the Montgomery Ice Devils out of Maryland. We are underway. Timothy Farley, number 74 on defense, moves it along for Nicholas Cangemi. Number 72 filters it into the WEHL zone. It can be picked up by Landon Burke of Iroquois, Wisconsin, just offside. The 16U Tier 2 2A Division semifinal matchup right here on USA Hockey TV. Nick Lopius with you. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Saturday night on USA Hockey TV. So we just underway in the semifinal matchup. 17-minute periods. There will be a 2-minute intermission between the first and second period, and then a 12-minute full intermission for ice resurfacing between the second and third period. Henry Meek picking up the puck for WEHL, the team out of Wisconsin. Coughed the puck up over to Gavin Timberlake. The team out of Wisconsin in the white and red jersey, and then in the white and yellow jerseys with the blue pants, the Montgomery Ice Devils out of Maryland. Krause able to pick things up. Zachary Krause for the Ice Devils. Team from Wisconsin back and forth. Set up shop inside of their own blue line, looking to set out, breakout out. Drew Alpica moving on in, just offside. the other 2A semifinal featuring the Valley Thunder out of Alaska and the Tampa Bay Crunch. Tampa Bay, 2 goals quickly. Just about 7 minutes gone by in that game, and the Crunch with a 2-0 lead. This championship game will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the rink just across from us here in Farmers Branch. The final setup for the 1A championship, the Alabama Thunder and the team out of South Dakota. On this rink, we just saw the North Jersey Knights with a 9-2 victory to punch their ticket against the Orland Vikings. It'll be the 3A division final. Chance for Wisconsin moving in. Tyler Meyer, I beg your pardon, able to move it along, not able to get a shot off, is Zachary Thayer picking things up now for the Ice Devils. Vogel keeping it alive for the Ice Devils out of Montgomery. As Vogel works into the near side corner, spinning away from traffic. Vogel behind the cage, works it back over to the far side. Kyle Metzler back into the direction of Metzler, not able to corral it. Back into that near side corner. A couple of players on each side scramble for the puck. Tyler Mayer trying to work it loose. Eventually can be scooped up by Henry Meek. Turned it over as the Ice Devils get it right back. Centering feed right in front, and a strong defensive play coming back was Meyer. Moving ahead now, here come the Wisconsin, was Jackson Egan trying to get a 2-on-2 outlet pass. Kicked along by Ian Bass. Fired into the zone by Jack Barth. Controlled now by Lakowski. Levy Lusting trying to sweep the puck inside of the zone, not able to do so. Ice Devils making changes. Puck fired in by Bodie Hummer. Brady Walter couldn't keep it alive for the Ice Devils. Back out towards center. Nathan Castle picking things up. Dumped into the zone by Timberlake. Brady Walter going in after the puck for the Ice Devils. Scooped up. Centering feed, a diving stop that time by Carter Johnson. Follow-up chance, battling to the side of the cage. Whistle is blown. Well, get a face-off coming up in the Wisconsin zone. So Daniel Rosenstock getting the start for the Ice Devils. A 2.5 goals against average, .926 save percentage in his first 2 starts. Mason Kelm, the start for Wisconsin, 3.09 goals against average, .917 save percentage. This will be his 4th start of the tournament. Shot from the point, skittered wide as Cash Martin let it go. And Brady Walter not able to clear for the Ice Devils. A shot from distance, and first real challenge, a save by Rosenstock. Had to see it through a screen. Here's the chance, they score! Landon Burke on the rebound. Opens the scoring Wisconsin off and running. Landon Burke on the rebound. He had 10 goals throughout the season. And he opens the scoring in this semifinal matchup. For Landon Burke, that'll be his 2nd goal of the tournament. You get a quick icing off of the ensuing face-off. So Landon Burke, his 2nd goal of this tournament. That comes at 4:46 of the opening period of play. Initial save But then the rebound, Burke all over it. Rosenstock not able to get to the second chance opportunity. Tyler Meyer, captain of this Wisconsin team, circles behind the cage. Moves it up to the point for Carter Johnson. Sends it down low, looking for a centering feed as Grayson Andel tried to find the cutting Tyler Meyer. Morrison Cohen got the puck for a moment and was stripped away from him. Puck out toward neutral ice. Scooped right back in by Wisconsin as Johnson lets the shot go, and a save that's held by Daniel Rosenstock. Face off to the blocker side of Rosenstock. Sweeping the puck loose, Caden Vogel. Now a foot race coming up into the Wisconsin zone. Picked up by Metzler. A huge collision from behind. That's going to draw a penalty. A big hit from behind. And the Montgomery Ice Devils will get the game's first power play. Nicholas Cangemi with 2 power play goals during this tournament. Keep an eye on him. Landon Starr to the box. Check from behind. A first power play belonging to the Montgomery Ice Devils, down by 1. They score! Quickly, it's Cangemi. Another power play goal as it leaks through the 5-hole. And we got a 1-1 tie. Nicholas Cangemi, his 6th goal of the tournament, his 3rd power play goal, and they waste no time finding the back of the net. So that penalty to Landon Starr, it was 2-minute minor penalty and then a 10-minute misconduct for the hit from behind. Now Montgomery wasting no time. It's a power play goal and a 1-1 tie. Nicholas Cangemi with the goal. This is sent down the length of the ice. No icing as it's touched up by Mason Kelm. Metzler controlling for Montgomery. A shot from a tough angle went off the side of the cage. Puck kept alive by Kraus. Ricocheted over to the far side, where it can be scooped up by Blake Hahn. Into the corner, they spar for it. Kyle Metzler involved for Montgomery. Wisconsin brings it ahead. WEHL Southwest 4-0 start to this tournament. Big collision just inside as that was Lustwig tied up with Drew Apicala. Wisconsin on it now. Cutting to the goal. It's Hohen. And a save by Rosenstock. Quick start to this opening period. Really good pace. 9:33 to go, period number 1. Shots 5-4. In favor of WEHL Southwest. Quick shot off of the draw. Went just right of Rosenstock. This puck ricochets into the Wisconsin zone. Ian Bass going in after it. Enough on the puck for an icing. Fans, you can watch all these games through each level, live or on demand, right here on USA Hockey TV. We'll have the championship games tomorrow, all the championship games being played here in Farmers Branch Arena. All the action on USA Hockey TV. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday night with us. Nick Lopius with you here from the Gallardi rink as a shot by the defenseman Wisconsin is into the glove of Rosenstock, as letting it go was Ian Bass of Viroqua, Wisconsin. Nick Lopius with you here on USA Hockey TV. And fans not able to make the trip out but still want to grab some of the USA National Championship merch. Go to nationals.usahockey.com. A quick redirection off of the face-off. A tricky shot for Rosenstock, able to make the save. Rolls on in to Mason Kelm, who holds on out of Holman, Wisconsin. But again, if you want to grab some USA Hockey National Championship merch, not able to make the trip, go to nationals.usahockey.com. Click underneath the shop tab to find a wide variety of souvenirs. Always good to get those collectibles from these type of events. As Wisconsin bringing it back ahead. Owen Hohen with it. One of the alternates tried to scoop it up from the severe angle. That corner, able to get it up to the point. It's Bass with it to the goal. A save by Rosenstock. Rebound, and Rosenstock got his toe to it on the far side post. Don't know how he kept it out. The acrobatics of Rosenstock keeps it a 1-1 tie. Sprawling out to make that save. Going from post to post, keeping it out. And a fair warning to our viewers back home. That net all afternoon long has been having issues. That net's been coming off of its moorings quite a bit all afternoon long. We'll see if that plays a factor at all in this matchup. Of course, we hope not. But lots of hockey being played on this rink all morning into the afternoon and now into the evening hours. The championship games tomorrow starting at 8:30 in the morning. Here is Metzler along with Kraus. Pass off of the mark. Lusting will control. Cangemi got the tying goal. That's deflected by Lustwig. Shy of icing as Jackson Egan goes in after it. Ice Devils controlling the corner. Lusting up to the point. Now Cohen through traffic save. Rebound. Turned aside by Kelm. Mason Kelm throughout the season had 10 wins, 2 losses, 4 ties. Overall with a 2.19 goals against average and a .924 save percentage out of Holman, Wisconsin. 07 birth year, a solid season for the Elite Hockey League. Timothy Farley had troubles in his own zone. Trying to let a shot go, and Timberlake with the lift of the stick, denying that chance from Jack Barth. Now a quick break for the Ice Devils, moving on in. They score! A breakdown at the blue line of Wisconsin. The Ice Devils make them pay. It's Gavin Timberlake with the goal, and it's 2-1 Montgomery. Gavin Timberlake, his 4th goal of the tournament, and it's back-to-back goals from the Ice Devils. So Gavin Timberlake with the goal, his 4th of the tournament, opens up a 2-1 lead for the Ice Devils. Jack Barth took a big hit, but was able to make the play out the zone. Moving on in is Drew Apekala. I beg your pardon. Number 17, forcing the issue, and puck is kicked out by Montgomery all the way back down for an icing. Drew Apicella out of Black River Falls, Wisconsin. At 8 goals, 7 assists, and 21 games played throughout the season. Face-off coming back to the blocker side of Rosenstock. Face-off controlled by Wisconsin. Here's a centering feed right in front, and getting in the shooting lane was Liam Mantle. He blocked what would have been a prime scoring chance for Wisconsin. Shot from distance went wide. Tyler Meyer let it rip. Landon Burke stripped away from him as the puck rolls all the way back down into the Wisconsin zone. Henry Meek controlling for Wisconsin. Moved ahead and a jarring hit right at center ice as Burke got leveled. Right back in comes Owen Moore. From the corner, couldn't control. Burke picks it right back up. Through center into the blue line, ladles the puck into the corner. Owen Hohen going in after the biscuit. Burke picking it right back up, had it lost. Burke gets it back along the wall. Strong play along the wall, 2 aside cancel. Still they spar for it, no one able to fish it out quite yet. Going into the corner, they move just a few feet. Now puck loose and scooped up for Montgomery, kept in by Wisconsin. It's Burke with it in the corner. Sending it down for Hohen. Took a collision, made the play. Montgomery clears. Out of the reach of Jackson Egan. Lusting able to intercept, try to float it toward the slot. Intercepted, moving along is Owen Hohen again. Hohen trying to work wide on Zachary Krause, let a shot rip. Rosenstock made the save. Puck works its way around the boards up to the point. Shot by Jack Egan, never got through. Lusting controlling for Montgomery. Looking for Timberlake, he gets it just towards center, fires it in. Wisconsin faithful wanted an icing. We play on. 4.5 to go, period 1. Montgomery, 2 goals back-to-back, have a 2-1 lead after Wisconsin opened the scoring early in this first period. Puck controlled by Grayson Andel. Andel forcing into the zone. Was worked on that time by number 15, Nathan Castle. As Montgomery gets it just outside the blue line, carried right back in by Lawakowski. Moving on in, and the backhand shot sent just wide. Lawakowski around the goal mouth, not able to get a pass off. Here's an opportunity now inside for Henry Meek. Meek will just lay it over to the near side wall. On defense patrolling was Morrison Cohen, able to get it out. Now here's a chance for Castle. Hits the break, centering feed, and just a step ahead of the streaking Brady Walter. Strong keep by Vogel inside. Turner centering, works itself all the way back to the wall, far side. Now controlled back behind the cage. Centering feed up front and a big save. Rebound sent over top of the goal as Moore had an opportunity on the blocker side. Another chance turned aside by Kelm. Chaos in front of the Wisconsin goal. They survive for now. They ice the puck with 3:03 to go in this opening period of play. Face-off is settled down by Montgomery. Possession in the slot, trying to go back and forth. That time, Zachary Thayer trying to connect. Big collision along the wall. Kin Lai off of the glass, out towards center, right back into the direction of Lai. Puck ricocheted into the Wisconsin zone, going in after it, Carter Johnson. Montgomery keeping play alive. It's Metzler looking for a centering feed. Metzler got dumped as he let it go. Pass intercepted by Tyler Meyer. Metzler laying a big hit back behind the play. Physicality starting to ramp up in the final 2 minutes of this opening period of play. Safe to say the feeling out process is concluded, and both these teams' game plans back into the corner. It's controlled by Metzler. Along the wall for Kraus. Defenseman creeping on in. Trying to let it go from a tough angle. Bounces off of a hit. That was Carter Johnson. Metzler, high slot, fires, save, rebound. Set just wide. Nicholas Cangemi looking for his second of the period. Wisconsin back into the zone. Jackson Egan, defenseman pinching on in. Montgomery able to clear in the final minute 20 of this opening period. Timberlake to control for the Ice Devils. Even first period of play. Very cohesive so far. Cohen bringing it in. Might be the most evenly contested first period we've seen on this rink this afternoon. Final minute to go in this opening period of play. Owen Hohen had it for WEHL Southwest. The team out of Wisconsin, a 2-on-1 developing back and forth. Looking for the late man is Drew Apicella. Pass was just behind him. He would have had a wide open net. Now a 3-on-1 developing the other side. It's Timberlake charging wide, centering feed, and that pass just out of the reach of the intended target, Brady Walter. Back to the corner they go. Cash Martin trying to work it loose for Wisconsin. Centering feed, open cage. Strong play defensively. Negate the opportunity for Montgomery. Vogel along the wall. Winning that puck battle. Floats it into the zone in the final 8 seconds. Henry Meek controlling for Wisconsin. The horn will sound, and that concludes the first period of play. Tightly contested first 17 minutes. Montgomery surrendering the opening goal, but they respond for 2 of their own, and they take a 2-1 lead going in to the second period of play. We'll keep it right here, just 2 minutes in between the first and second period. So again, this is the semifinal matchup, the second of 2. The other one, the Tampa Bay Crunch and the Valley Thunder out of Alaska. That is a 4-1 Tampa Bay lead after the first period of play. They get 4 goals on 20 shots on goal. The Valley Thunder out of Alaska, 1 goal on 7 shots. So that's the other semifinal matchup in this bracket. Landon Burke starting the scoring in this opening period. He gets an assist from Owen Hohen and Henry Meek just a few minutes in at the 12:14 mark of the opening period. And then it's Nicholas Cangemi, a power play goal at 10:43. Kyle Metzler and Owen Moore with the helpers. And 3 minutes after his goal, Gavin Timberlake finding the back of the net from Brady Walter and Nathan Castle. Shots in that opening period, 10-8 in favor of the Ice Devils. Montgomery had the 4-2 win over the Nashville Junior Predators earlier this afternoon. That was in Plano. That got them to the semifinal matchup. For WEHL Wisconsin, they pick up a 5-4 win over the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. So we're ready for the second period of play, a 2-1 score as we are underway, and very quickly Moore bringing it ahead for the Ice Devils. 2-on-2, neatly turned aside by Ian Bass. Turned over, here's Lay into the zone, fires, and a save by Mason Kelm. So Kelm facing 10 shots in that opening period, surrendering a couple of quick goals. One of those on the power play for Montgomery. Looks like Kelm had a loose strap on his helmet. And the referee will make sure everything is up to speed before getting play back. Face-off won by the Ice Devils. A quick shot was saved. Rebound chances fluttered to the side of the net. Now up to the point. Shot along the ice. Turned aside by Kelm. Big collision in the corner. Puck goes back over to the far side where Layden Burke trying to control. Tyler Meyer bringing it ahead. Owen Hohen tracking things down to the corner, back for Meyer. Puck intercepted by Hummer. Centering feed right in front, loose net. Whistle blows as the net was way off of position. We are just 2 minutes gone in the second period of play. This semifinal matchup presented by Chipotle right here on USA Hockey TV, featuring Wisconsin Elite Hockey League Southwest team on the Montgomery Ice Devils out of Maryland. Both sides bringing a big set of supporters to the DFW area. Crowded bleachers. The Gallardi rink is a shot from distance, scooped up by Rosenstock. Face off into the far side corner, just underneath the stick of Henry Meek, who was trying to keep play alive. Lusting trying to control for the Ice Devils, able to send along for Liam Mantle. Wisconsin charging along. It was Parker Likey. Result trying to create the opportunity, not able to get a shot off. Strong hustle by Likey. Mantle moving it along. Likey right back in the middle of things. Up to the point. Swept along by Cashmart. Now here's a break the other way. It's Metzler moving in. Lets a shot go. What a save by Kelm. Mason Kelm looking awfully sharp to start this game. Both goaltenders with some big saves at the first period and change. Wisconsin won the faceoff in their own zone. It's Henry Meek with the puck. Just onside. Here comes Dirks. Swept back in the direction of the goal. Intercepted. Moved along by Timothy Farley. Bukowski firing it right back in. Aiden Dirks going in on the forecheck for Wisconsin. Scary collision is going in face first was Timothy Farley. Went awkwardly into the end wall. Just lost his footing. Meanwhile, a chance moving the other side for the Ice Devils. Nathan Castle was bumped off of the puck by Ian Bass. Farley. Walter. Timberlake has it now. Timberlake looking for an option. Lays it into the corner. Going in after that puck that time was number 15, Castle. Timberlake had it in his skates momentarily. Now it's tied up along the wall. Timberlake trying to jostle it loose. It's free for Timberlake to the side of the cage. Eventually it was moved along by Wisconsin. Jack Barth couldn't lay it deep into the zone. The Ice Devils carry right back in. Hummer to the goal. Time looking for Owen Moore. Picked up. Fire down the length of the ice. Both teams making quick changes. Wisconsin now trying to get something going. Scooped up by Carter Johnson. Sends it to the corner. Back up to the point for Johnson. Lets it go toward the goal. Redirected off of Moore and then to the side of the cage. Almost went off an ice double into his own goal. Puck kept alive momentarily by Wisconsin. Now fired out by Montgomery. It's going to be a foot race for an icing. The whistle does blow for the icing call. .12:17 to go, period number 2, a 2-1 score. Wisconsin scoring early and made the 1-0 lead. And then a pair of goals from Montgomery. Ice Devils taking a 2-1 lead. The other semifinal matchup featuring the Tampa Bay Crush out of Florida and the Valley Thunder out of Alaska. 4-1 Tampa Bay lead currently in the second period of play. Here comes a break for Montgomery. 2-on-2, nicely defended. Both defenders getting back in time for Wisconsin. Up to the point. Shot was deflected in on goal and swept out of harm's way. Moving along is Levi Lusting. Along for Metzler. Back in the direction of Lusting. Now Farley controlling. Fires. And it's held by Mason Kelm. So face-off coming up to the blocker side of Mason Kelm, who's been busy in the second period. Right back in on Kelm, who holds on. Face-off controlled by the Ice Devils. A shot off of the draw by Zachary Kraus, redirected wide. Wisconsin able to clear. Landon Burke, beg your pardon. Had the puck elude him. Ian Bass couldn't keep it alive. Here's a chance for Castle. 3-on-2 moving in. Castle, shot, save, rebound, and Kelm with another big stop. Back to back by the Wisconsin goalie. Apicella dancing along, moving it ahead. Into the zone, right in on Rosenquist is Owen Hohen charging toward the goal. Rosenquist sprawling out to get to that loose puck first. Face-off controlled. Morrison Cohen gets it out for Montgomery. Puck fired off the glass and in. Owen Hohen back to the corner, taking on a couple Ice Devils. Along for Landon Burke. Here's a shot from the circle as Apicella let it rip. Big save by Rosenquist. The clock stops with exactly 10 minutes to go in period number 2. Nick Laupius with you here on USA Hockey TV, bringing you all the action of the 2024 USA Hockey National Championships. This is the Youth Tier 2 16U bracket in the 2A division. Jackson Egan controlling behind his own goal, runs in to lie for the Ice Devils. Wisconsin able to get it out. Strong play along the wall, picked up by Finley at center ice, gains the red line, ladles the puck into the zone. Carter Johnson couldn't get the puck out, now chopped at by number 9, Lakowski. Fairly moving it along, keeping it alive on the forecheck, Grayson Andel. Right back in as Andel controlling again. Able to intercept, but not for long as Likey has his hands tied up back into the corner. Now Wisconsin charging ahead. Likey gaining the blue line, trying to get past Farley, who does a good job defensively. Centering feed over that far side post. Not able to connect on the pass. A shot redirected. And a penalty coming up. The trailing referee saw something from behind the play. And it's going to be a power play coming up for Wisconsin. Their first power play of the game. Timothy Farley going to the bench. The send bin, rather. 2 minutes up on the board, and Wisconsin their first power play of the contest. Physicality ramping up in this second period. Henry Meeks sends it down in the corner. Now a centering feed, and firing it wide was Meyer. Aiden Dirks gets it right back. Along for Egan. Egan gets it from Meyer. Down low looking for the redirection. Sent just wide of Barth. Back up to the point. It's Egan. Firing and into the glove of Rosenquist. Not a lot of traffic in front of the Montgomery goalkeeper. Minute 26 to go on the penalty assist to Timothy Farley. Owen Hohen up to the point. Carter Johnson sending it down low. Centering feed was blocked. Rebound chance sent just wide of Rosenquist. Kept alive by Wisconsin. Shot up high. Went off of the shoulder of the goaltender. Rebound works its way all the way back up to the point. Spurk with it. To the corner. Back along, and a save by Rosenquist. Denying a point-blank opportunity that time by Lakowski. Back to the point. Johnson fired, blocked. Lakowski couldn't get there. Lusting falling down, couldn't exit either. Back along. Here's a chance moving on in. Couldn't get a shot off that time. It was number 9, Lakowski. 35 seconds left on the power play. A dangerous looking power play for Wisconsin, their first of the game. Face-off controlled by Wisconsin. Henry Meeks sending it along. Shot from distance, save, puck loose right in the goal mouth and was cleared out by Montgomery. Final 15 seconds to go on the power play for Wisconsin. Rimmed around the boards. Zachary Kraus the first to get there. Not able to exit. Wisconsin on the puck. Final seconds melting off. 3-on-2 the other side. Montgomery charging in. Centering feed and a stop by Kelm. I think he got a piece of it. Didn't know where the rebound was. Ended up going wide. Timberlake behind the goal. Took a big hit back behind the cage. Landon Burke dropping it off. Lukowski for Hohen. Owen's pass attempt was blocked and then swept out by Thayer. Nice little inside out move. Here comes Wisconsin on a backhand shot. Sending it just wide was Zach Barth. Big collision right at the blue line. Whistle was blown for a hand pass. .547 to go, period number 2, a 2-1 Ice Devils lead. Puck swept at, eventually corralled by Montgomery. A bouncing puck, scooped up. Cangemi dropping it off, finding Metzler. Now to the point. Mantle sweeping it back behind the cage. Cangemi to get there first. Metzler moving away from traffic. Puck picked up. Here comes Egan. Jackson Egan trying to dance around the defenseman, not able to do so. Lusting just able to clear. Blake Hahn toiled around, not able to get the puck in deep. Scooped up by Cangemi. He's got Lusting with him. Cangemi, long reach, able to move the puck in. This pass on the backhand intercepted by Landon Starr. Apicella. And on the backhand, not to the goal. Finley able to intercept. Wisconsin thrown over to the far side. Ian Bass chops it into the corner. Play along the wall. We get a stoppage of play, a whistle for an offsides. 4:17 to go in this second period. Bass with the puck, moved just out of the reach of Andel. Took a tumble right at the blue line, and Montgomery chips it over to the blue line of Wisconsin. Turner had it for a moment. Hummer will wrap the boards around with the puck. Going in after it, Carter Johnson. Sweeping effort. Puck knocked out. Back just out of the reach of Thayer. Fired in, going in after the loose change that time. Owen Moore of the Ice Devils. Wisconsin charging ahead. Grayson Andel lets a shot go, save. Rosenquist, rebound swept out of harm's way. Likey into the zone, pocket picked easily by Gavin Timberlake. Charges it ahead for Lai. Lai hitting the brakes, trying to find the late man Timberlake over to the far side, connecting. Timberlake centering in front, looking for Lai. Heads up play. Ian Bass got in the passing lane and knocked it out at the last moment. And just onside, Likey. Wisconsin in the midst of a change. He'll pitchfork it into the corner. Under 3 to go, period number 2. Walter in over the line for Timberlake. Timberlake to the corner. Back along, just out of the reach of Jack Barth. The shot just inside of the blue line, turned aside by Kelm. Back behind the cage, Timberlake forcing the issue. Castle calling for the puck in front of the goal. Into the corner. Picked up by Henry Meek. We get a stoppage of play, and what do we have here? .206 to go, period number 2 of a 2-1 Montgomery Ice Devils lead. Farley, Lusting couldn't control. Lusting getting it right back. Cangemi in as well. Farley keeping it alive for Montgomery in the final 90 seconds. Here comes a chance now for Lakowski, and he sent it just over top of the goal. A beautiful boom by Lakowski to gain entry into the zone. Trying to go top shelf, just too much air underneath the shot. Final minutes to go, period number 2. It's been a very exciting back and forth game, 2-1 score. Puck fired in, just shy of an icing. Bass able to get there first. Now for Lai. Battled along the wall, ending up won by Wisconsin. Jackson Egan got it out. Here's Lai with it. Into the zone, trying to go to the outside, and he got rocked into the boards by Bass. Big collision. Lai gets up, and he heads over to the bench. The final 6 seconds. Lai looks to be shaken up. That will conclude the second period of play. A rare scoreless period. We have not seen that very often on this rink. But through 2 periods of play, we got a goaltenders duel, a 2-1 match, as the Ice Devils from Montgomery take the 1-goal advantage into the locker room. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the semifinal match of the 2024 USA Hockey National Championships right here on USA Hockey TV. Teams making their way back out on the ice for this crucial third period of play of a 1-goal game. The 2024 USA Hockey National Championships, this Youth Tier 2 16U semifinal matchup on USA Hockey TV, presented by Chipotle. Nick Laupius with you here. And again, thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us. This matchup between WEHL Southwest, the team out of Wisconsin, and the Montgomery Ice Devils from Maryland. The Ice Devils with a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play. Goals Starting out by Wisconsin, period number one, just a few moments in, 5 minutes in to be exact. Landon Burke finding the opening goal from Owen Hohen and Henry Meek. Then Montgomery, a couple of quick goals. Nicholas Cangemi on the power play from Kyle Metzler and Owen Moore, and Gavin Timberlake from Brady Walter and Nathan Castle. Scoreless second period of play as we are back underway in the third. We'll take a peek at the other semifinal matchup in just a moment, see how that score is developing. Very thrilling second period of play, back and forth, and neither team able to find the back of the net. Of course, the other semifinal matchup, Tampa Bay Crunch out of Florida and the Valley Thunder team out of Alaska. That is a 5-1 Tampa Bay lead heading into the third period of play. Which team will punch their ticket to the championship game that'll be on this rink tomorrow at 11 a.m. right here on USA Hockey TV, all time Central start times. The physicality really picking up in that middle frame. Timberlake deflecting the puck into the zone. Shots 19-18 in favor of the Ice Devils. Very evenly matched contest tonight. Two heavyweight fighters dueling it out for the championship match. A turnover inside of the blue line. A shot steered aside as Aiden Dirks tried to be the beneficiary of a turnover from the Ice Devils. That's been rare from Montgomery. Not a whole lot of errant passes. Puck swept into the zone. Brady Walter burrows in after the loose puck. Batted up with a high stick. Touched up by Wisconsin, though, so we play on. Bart carrying it ahead, lost his footing. Puck picked up by Montgomery. Swept into the zone is Lay, who was hurt earlier in that second period. Good to see him back out there. Took a big collision along the wall. He's back out there, number 16 in white and gold. Puck chipped right back in. Zlakowski going in after the loose puck was swept away from him all the way back out to center. Thayer had it briefly, and then it's chopped right back in by Cashmart. Jackson Egan trying to connect with Landon Burke, not able to do so. Speared toward the half wall, kept in time by Zlakowski. Now a chance. Nicely turned aside by Jackson Egan. He's been so sharp defensively tonight, number 15 in red. Farley was able to move it ahead as Lusting has Metzler with him. Lusting got into the goal and hip checked. Strong play that time by Owen Holland, and he's had a really sharp contest. Here is Vogel letting it go, change directions in front and sent wide. Lackey not able to clear. Kept alive. It's number 74, Timothy Farley, doing hard work along the wall. Matched up with Lackey. Shot from the point, turned aside by Mason Kelm. Kelm, strong performance between the pipes for Wisconsin. Both goaltenders looking really solid tonight. Metzler will sweep the puck in. We got an arm in the air and a penalty coming up. There was a bit of a dust-up right in front of the Wisconsin bench, and it looks like Wisconsin's going to be short-handed as Parker Lackey heading to the box. Second power play coming up for Montgomery. They cashed in on their first attempt. That was Nicholas Cangemi with the goal. There's a quick shot off of the face-off, steered aside by Kelm. Holding was the penalty to Likey. Minute 47 to go, just underway on the power play for Montgomery. Again, Nicholas Cangemi got his 6th goal. It was a power play goal. Half of those have now been on the man advantage. Liam Mantle set up shot behind his own goal, looking for the breakout. Back for Mantle, picks it up, charges into the blue line, chops it for Moore. Moore sending it along, now for Farley. Farley has it, sending it back far side circle, and the one-time shot by Metzler went just wide. Back to the point, Farley. Metzler again, tees it up, save, and the rebound is scooped up by Mantle. Back for Farley, twirling away from traffic. Now finding Mantle, a minute to go on the power play, shot got blocked. That time in the shooting lane was Blake Hahn. I beg your pardon. A stoppage of play. Might have another penalty coming up. High sticking looks to be the call. I'm going to get penalties on both sides, one apiece. One for a slash, one for a high stick. So coincidental minors stay at a 5-on-4 for Montgomery in the final 50 seconds of that power play. Johnson and Cangemi, both slashing minors, coincidental minors. A win for Wisconsin, taking the best scorer off the ice the rest of this power play for Montgomery. Here's Lai, I beg your pardon, with a nice little move, let a shot go, it was turned aside. Right back along for Lai, ends up being scooped up by Timberlake. Along, the shot is smothered. Bodie Hummer let it go, and Mason Kelm makes the save in the final 10 seconds of the power play for Montgomery. Walter tried to filter it to the goal, was blocked aside. Final seconds melting off. Here's a shot on the one-timer and a save by Kelm. Swept out the rebound. Wisconsin back to full strength. Icing cold against Wisconsin. Wisconsin wins the face-off, but very quickly forcing chaos back behind was Castle. Up along comes Barth. Into the zone, took a hit up high from Caden Vogel. Kept alive by Wisconsin, back for Barth along the wall. To the goal, and a streaking Lakowski couldn't get a stick on it. Right idea from Barth. Shot went over top of the goal. Now a chance for Walter. 2-on-1 developing, in a strong play by Ian Bass. Got his stick in the lane. Deflected the centering pass. That's the second time Bass with a really strong defensive play on the odd man break for Montgomery. Really strong semifinal showing between these two squads, back and forth in a one-shot game. Cash Martin lays the puck along the wall, goes off for a change. Landon Burke burrowing in on the forecheck. Hohen keeping it alive, back down low for Landon Burke. Stapled to the boards that time by Bodie Hummer. Up to the point, rimmed right back around by Henry Meek. Kraus getting it right back in his corner. Chipped along to Quinn Lai. Moore, pass for an intended target, went off the mark. Now here's a chance for Hohen. Hohen forced wide. Back to the corner, Landon Burke with it. Up to the point, here's a chance by Egan, gets the glass. Couple of shot blocks there by Montgomery, and up to the point. Towards center, Henry Meek reloads, fires it in. Cohen goes after the puck for Montgomery, has it behind his own net. Under 9 minutes to go, period number 3. Montgomery holding on to the 2-1 advantage. Winner advances to the championship game tomorrow morning. Here's a chance for Timberlake in the slot. Fired, and a big save by Mason Kelm. Keeps it in a 1-goal game as Kelm lays out the pad and makes a big save. 8:22 remaining in period number 3. Parker Likey trying to move it along. Out to center. Vogel takes a big crunch by Likey. Sends the puck in deep. Going in after the puck. Couple of skaters as Meyer going in for Wisconsin. Puck overskated. And now scooped up. Carried along for Metzler. Let a shot go that got the glass and ends up going out of play with 7:33 remaining of a 2-1 game. Seven and a half to go. Here's a centering feed right in front. Not sure if the shot ever got to Kelm. Either way, Wisconsin survives that chance right off of the draw. And now muscling his way into the zone. Here's a chance and a save. Lukowski let it rip. And another save by Rosenquist. Rosenstock, I beg your pardon, making the big save. First real challenge he's had of this period. Rosenstock had an issue with his helmet earlier. Looks everything to be good. Puck kept alive. Charging in that time was Jackson Egan. Again, very solid this evening. Along the wall, they spar for it. Little backhand floater is controlled by Rosenstock as Calvin Lukowski just sending it to the goal. .655 remaining. Period number 3 of a 2-1 game. Shots 26-22 in favor of Montgomery. Thayer along with Lai. It's a 3-on-2 developing for Montgomery. Lai lets it go, and a save easily held on by Mason Kelm. Quick shot off of the face-off. Kelm made the save. Rebound spiked along by Drew Apicella. Carries in, trying to get past the defenders, and a solid play to come back in time. A couple of those defenders, a 1-2 combo. I think it was Metzler ending up getting there last. Beg your pardon, it was 74, not 94. I just saw 4 on there, but it was Farley. Bit of a tough angle from where we're at on the bleachers to make out those jersey numbers all the time. Appreciate your patience and for tuning into USA Hockey TV. 6:02 remaining in this third period, a 2-1 score. The winner of this game will march to the championship game tomorrow at 11 a.m. Winner of this one will take on the winner of Tampa Bay and Valley Thunder. That is a 5-1 lead for Tampa Bay. That's with 9.5 minutes to go in period number 3. Here comes a chance for Wisconsin. Goalie coming way out and falling down. Jack Barth got tripped up, was looking for a call, but we play on. A la Dominic Hasek in the flying poke check. Rosenstock coming way out to make that play. And Barth, good to see him just get up. That was quite the tumble. And Rosenstock, kind of a no man's land. That puck decided to come out and play. Got some help from his defender as well. Barth going tumbling, and Rosenstock, the gamble pays off for the moment, keeping it a 1-goal game with 5.5 to go. Egan falling down. Nice play from his stomach. Jackson Egan able to sweep it away. That's why he wears one of the A's on his sweater, one of the alternate captains. That hustle and determination right there from the defenseman. Cangemi out as far as neutral ice. A stoppage of play for an offside. This might be the most entertaining game we've had on this rink this afternoon into the evening hours. Back and forth. I tell you what, we got loaded bleachers on both sides. The Wisconsin parents tried to will home the tying goal. It's these kind of games where feel bad that one has to go home. Just a nature of the beast. Both these teams playing so well, deserving of moving on to the next round. Some of the best parts about this sport, just back and forth. Wisconsin waking up, getting some good chances throughout this third period. Another puck out of play. Of course, throughout the levels of hockey, we've got playoffs starting up in junior hockey, the minor leagues, and the NHL playoff push ramping up. Stress-inducing, gray hair growing type of action. We're getting a little preview of it right now in a 1-goal game, under 5 minutes to go in the semifinal matchup. Centering feed in front, never got to Kelm, spirited away. All the way back into the Montgomery end. There's a shot from the point, change direction as Cash Martin let it go. Now carried back along. Caden Vogel dropping off for Timberlake. Shot went wide, rides the boards all the way back out to center. Zachary Kraus for Timberlake. Moving it rink wide. Carroll dropping it on in. A centering feed and a strong play by Cash Smart to intercept. Nathan Castle getting a back shot from the point. Rebound saved by Mason Kelm. On the redirection, Kelm made the stop, and now we get a penalty coming up against Wisconsin. Slashing the call. And Wisconsin with 3:46 remaining, down by 1 on the scoreboard, and now down a player as they will be short-handed. Landon Starr slashing the call. I'm not sure if Starr was on the ice for that. I don't know if they called it on the goaltender. And Starr might be perhaps serving the penalty. Wow, they do call a slash on Mason Kelm, the goaltender. Landon Starr serving the penalty. So the referee ruling that Mason Kelm on that save with a slashing infraction sends Wisconsin short-handed. They've killed off the first 30 seconds. Aiden Dirks moving in, or that's Hummer, I beg your pardon. Back along for Bodie Hummer. Oh, and he got crushed right in front. That's going to draw a penalty. Blake Hahn with a big collision along the wall. Understand the physicality and trying to make a big momentum play on the penalty kill, but at that point of the game, there's no need for that. Costly penalty, 2 minutes up on the board, and a two-man advantage for Montgomery with 3:01 to go. They can take their time and set up for their shot. Farley to Metzler. Back for Metzler. Farley and Metzler play catch. Fires a shot, saved by Kelm, and it's scooped out. 51 seconds remain on the 5-on-3. Face-off control. Mantle up to the point. Here's a shot saved by Kelm. Follow-up chance. Filtered just wide. 35 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Here's a chance by Mantle, scooped up by Kelm. Mason Kelm dazzling this evening. 31 saves on 33 shots faced. Rosenquist has made a couple of acrobatic saves on the other end. He's faced 23 shots and has stopped 22 of them. Timberlake getting it from Kraus. Throwing it near side as Hummer let it go. Another save by Kelm. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage. Hummer with it. Up to the point for Kraus. Back for Hummer. Under 2 to go. Lay, I beg your pardon, not able to get the shot off. Back for Hummer. Hummer skates a stick. Up to the point. Final seconds melting off. It's back to a 5-on-4. Shot saved by Kelm. Follow-up chance to the side of the cage. 5-on-4 for 35 seconds. Montgomery with the puck. Timberlake creeping in. Pass attempt deflected. Wisconsin on the puck. Barth can exit. Will get some help. Carried along. Apicella. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Minute 15 remaining in the game. Here comes Hummer, fires it in from center. Final seconds melting off from the penalty assist to Mason Kelm. Or I beg your pardon, to Blake Hahn. They're back to full strength, 5-on-5, under a minute to go. Montgomery with the puck. Here's a shot, never got through. Letting it go was Metzler. Wisconsin trying to clear. Metzler keeping it alive. Wisconsin has it now, oh so briefly. Out to center. Control by Vogel. Kelm can't get to the bench. Ice Devils in possession. 35 seconds to go. Here is Metzler in over the line. Harassed from behind. Puck intercepted. Here comes Hohen. Hohen moving into the zone. Kelm to the bench. Extra attacker for Wisconsin. 23 seconds to go. Kelm to the side of the goal. Let it off the side. Trying to get it right back. Can be controlled now by number 9. Trying to find it. Lakowski. To the goal, right in front of backhand feed. Never got to Rosenquist. Diving play, got it out to the blue line. Kept alive by Johnson. Montgomery has it. Backhand feed, no good. Into the circle, final second will melt off, and Montgomery survives. A goal line stand to punch their ticket to the championship game. The Montgomery Ice Devils with a 2-1 victory to advance. And for Wisconsin, they give it all they have in those final 30 seconds. Kelm streaking to the bench for the extra attacker. Boy, they get a couple of quality chances right in front of the goal. Bend but don't break. That Montgomery defense holding on in front of the netminder Rosenquist, who goes 24-25 to help his team advance to the championship game. A disappointing end for Wisconsin, but a hearty congratulations due for a tremendous tournament from the WEHL Southwest team. This was one of the most evenly matched games I think we've seen all tournament long. And Montgomery, who would have thought? The goals in the first period would end up being the difference maker, as both goaltenders shut out the opposition in periods 2 and 3, and Montgomery, with the slimmest of margins, advance to the championship game tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. This Wisconsin team, so much fight. Congratulations again to them on a fantastic tournament. And for the Montgomery Ice Devils, we'll take on the winner of the Tampa Bay Crunch and the Valley Thunder. An update from that game is it looks like it'll be Tampa Bay advancing. They've got a 6-1 lead with 3 minutes to go. Well, this concludes our triple header from the Tom Ghilardi Rink Farmers Branch, the Stars Center. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us here on USA Hockey TV. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow, the first championship game at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Again, it has been an absolute joy to bring you this coverage for our entire crew behind the scenes. This is Nick Laupia saying good night from Farmers Branch, Texas.